Getting to Know You, a weekly series highlighting the teachers and staff of the Salem School District. And now your host, Assistant Superintendent of Salem Schools, Maura Palmer.
Welcome to another episode of Getting to Know You. We are here this week with Cody Booth, who is one of our middle school teachers. He teaches 7th grade science, and so we're very happy to have you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
I feel honored to be here for this.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. So how many years have you been teaching at Woodbury School?
It was funny when I was thinking about this. This is my 4th year already at Woodbury. Feels like it just started yesterday. Time is flying by, but yeah, it's my 4th year here at Woodbury already. And
you have been teaching 7th grade since you were hired?
Yep, I've been the same assignment, same team since I was hired back in 2015. Before that, I taught 6th grade science in Nashua.
Okay.
And I also taught lower elementary school grades in Nashua as well.
So what do you find is the biggest difference between teaching elementary level and teaching middle school?
Oh, that's a great question. I think with middle school, you start to see obviously that independence from students, and that's really what you want to strive for. With elementary school, obviously you're teaching a very wide arrangement of curriculum, reading, math, you're teaching everything. So I also like that in middle school I get to really focus on something that I really enjoy, which is teaching science.
Okay. And how do you like teaching on a team of teachers, the way that it's structured at Woodbury?
Fantastic. And I'm used to it. When I was in Nashua, I used to teach on a team as well, but here at Woodbury, our team is great. I teach with Andre Damaris, I teach with Janet Karen. We have currently a long-term sub. He's doing great as well. But it's fantastic. We collaborate when it comes to special events for the students, things like that. We'll plan things around the holidays that we want to do for fun activities. But it's great because we get to talk to each other every day.
Great. What's the team, the name of your team at Woodbury?
We're Team Maple.
Team Maple.
Yep.
And every team at Woodbury has a particular?
Yep. 7th grade, it's more based on trees, so there's oak and beech. And then 6th grade, it's like owls, hawks. And then I think 8th grade is mountains. I want to say presidents, but I think they're mountains in the presidential range, like Franklin, Jefferson, Washington, like that.
And it helps the kids identify a little bit more with their teachers and their classmates, right, when they're part of a team.
Yeah, exactly. Gives them ownership and makes them really enjoy who they're with, and gives them a label, I guess you could say, because it's all about labels in middle school.
For sure, definitely. So you mentioned special events, and so something you've taken on as well in the past couple of years is the Woodbury Olympics.
Yes, that's correct.
When Mr. Kelly retired.
Yes.
I know it because I can hear the music and the announcing all day long from my office on Olympic Day. So tell us a little bit about how that came to be and how that's been for you.
It's a little bit, it's not a long story. I used to DJ events in Nashua, and when I came here, a lot of people didn't know that, and I had put it out there before that, hey, I DJ events, and I've done a lot of DJing in the past. And Brad St. Laurent made me audition for some DJ things at school, like Winter Carnival. And after that, he offered me the job of doing the Summer Olympics, which was really fun to do. And I've been doing it every year since then. I'm probably not like Mr. Kelly, a little bit different, but I play music that hopefully the students want to hear. And nothing too old-timey, but it's been a really fun gig to have, and hopefully I can keep doing it, knock on wood.
How do you decide what music you'll play during the day?
I usually look at like the top 40, what's kind of hot right now. Obviously it has to be clean and appropriate, but what students may find kind of trendy too, like for some reason some like 80s songs get popular again, and they want to hear those kinds of things. So whatever is good, or pump up music like from the 90s, like something you might hear at like Patriots games or something like that. So.
Right, for sure. The kids love that.
Yeah.
And you've also taken on the dodgeball tournament, correct? So the 5th grade?
I do. Yeah, I DJ'd the dodgeball tournament as well. I think that was the first thing I actually had to audition for when it came to doing those DJ'd events within the district. And
I believe right from the very first dodgeball tournament you DJ'd, right?
Yeah, my first year here I was DJing the dodgeball tournament, which was a lot of fun. And that's a huge event. I had no idea. I was expecting just some little kind of thing, but I had no idea that every kid basically comes to it, and every parent involved in the Salem School District shows up. There were thousands upon thousands of people that come to that event.
And I bet the students enjoy seeing you in that role. You know, they see you every day in the classroom, but then they see you, you know, at Olympics and at other events like the Winter Carnival and all of that.
Yeah, I think it definitely shows that there's a totally different side to someone who's just in the classroom teaching science every day,
sure.
and you know, there's other interests that are there.
So why the interest in science? How did you come to enjoy that content?
That's a good question. I think science has just always been something I've been very interested. Ever since I was very young, I was interested in how things worked, why the world and universe were the way that they are, and just kind of viewing the world and universe that we live in as this place where there's just endless growth and opportunity and just ways to try new things and learn new things about what's going on. When I became a teacher, I was first certified in elementary ed, K through 8, and then I became highly qualified to teach middle school sciences. So that's where I've been ever since, and I love it. It's what I'm meant to do.
Great, great. So you also have an outside business you were
I
telling
do.
me about a little bit. Can you let everyone know about that?
Sure. For the last 10 years with my cousin, we run our own trivia business that we do at a couple establishments, or not a couple, 3 establishments in the southern New Hampshire area. It's a trivia night that you can play at a local restaurant or pub. And yeah, we've been doing that for about 10 years, and it's been a blast. We do new questions and new rounds every week. So it's just a lot of fun, and I've been doing that longer since I've been teaching, so it's kind of weird to think about that too.
Do you feel like any of that, because you facilitate that event, like are you the MC, so to speak?
He's the MC. I do more of the DJing, and it's funny, I actually do all the scoring because we'll have 7 questions per round, and people will pass their slips into me, and I'm the one that does the grading. So basically, I keep the teacher hat on from 7 a.m. in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night, which is and it just feels normal for me to do.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great. So what do you tell us a little bit about your feelings behind teaching in the Salem School District? You said you had taught elsewhere. So what is it that you enjoy about teaching here?
I think the thing that I enjoy the most here is the sense of community in Salem. Coming from working in Manchester, I've worked in Merrimack, I've worked in Nashua, so I've had a few different hats and different places I've been. I think Salem was the first place that really I've noticed that kind of cohesiveness with parents, students, and just kids really being proud of where they go to school and being proud of really where they live. I noticed that right away when I first came here, and I think that's great because they'll take that with them into high school. And even if they travel far away from Salem for college or something like that, they'll still have that bond and that kind of connectiveness to just being from Salem and being someplace that you love. So
great. And so how about your classroom? What are you most proud of in your classroom or with your teaching?
I would say just the way I deliver my instruction. I just think that sure, every teacher has their own way or their own way of approaching education. I would say just my autonomy towards teaching. When I was younger, I had a lot of unique and quirky and interesting teachers that really made me love to learn. And I knew when I wanted to become a teacher someday that that's how I wanted to present myself as a teacher, and not only give students valuable information that they can take with them, but also an experience that they would remember forever.
For sure. Great, great. So that also, my next question was going to be, how do you want students to remember you? But I think you just captured that.
Yeah, I mean, I had this amazing high school teacher. He was a law teacher, which is really funny. I didn't go into law, but I loved the class. His name was Walter Lebelzik. And
where did you go to school?
I went to Manchester High School West.
Okay.
And then for my undergrad, I went to Plymouth State University. And then for my master's degree, I went to Southern New Hampshire University, the main campus, before it blew up into this online, mega school. So yeah, I actually drove by there like yesterday, and I cannot believe every time I drive by there's like a new building there, which is really funny.
Beautiful.
But I took this law class senior year of high school, and that was a really formative year because I was ready to go to college, and I had ideas about what I wanted to do, but I was still not too sure. And I can remember Walter Lebelzik, my law teacher, telling me, and it was funny, he had my dad as a student too, and he's an old-time West Side Manchester person. He told me that, Booth, you're not going to take everything you learn from my class, but the experience that you and I have that we're sharing right now will last a lifetime. So that really hit home when it came to me becoming a teacher. I wanted to create an experience for students that they will take with them forever.
Great.
A positive, good experience.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Cody, for being here today. And it's a
You're very
pleasure
welcome.
chatting with you, and so happy to have you here in Salem with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Okay. And we'll see you soon.
This has been a Salem School District Media Services presentation. Watch this and all SSD media programs anytime on any device at ssdtv6.com. For Salem School District Television, I'm Marty McHugh.